my goodness, hello. You're already here. That was quick, Lindy. Like I popped in the comments and boom, you were here. Hello. Looks like I'm having some, oh dear. Can you hear me? Are we good and clear? Is everything okay with the broadcast? Let me know in the comments. Someone, welcome Lindy, and thank you for joining me. Yay. Okay. Hopefully everything is well. I had to recover the broadcast for some reason. That's what popped up immediately. And you popped up quickly, Lindy. I don't know what that was. So I hope it says we're connected to YouTube. I'll try to be patient and wait for a response. I'm not very patient waiting for responses sometimes. Apologies. Hopefully I'm okay. I'm a little close up. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep on going unless I see different that I should not. Usually I can tell if the broadcast is jittery or... Hello, Eliza. Yay. Perfect. I haven't even started yet. Okay, so that tells me that we're good. We're live. We're ready to go. I had a weird thing that happened when I hopped on. So anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Thank you for joining me. Well, Lindy, it kind of freaked me out because at the same time your message popped up, I had this recover broadcast message, and so I clicked to recover broadcast. So I thought, uh-oh, is something going on? But all is well, and we're here. Yay. Okay, tonight we are going to go and we're going to review throughout the year all of the BetterPress calendar projects that we have done. And we're just gonna look at it, and I'm gonna talk about the things that you can do with this at the end of a year. It's like, yes, hello Eliza, and welcome. I'm glad you guys are both here. Thanks for joining me. So, you know, sometimes we make these projects and we're like, now what? Now what do I do with this? Well, tonight I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. And it's completely up to you what you want to do. But here we've got January. I got a little out of order. We got February, which was a darling little shaker, the little gumball shaker. We have March with our horseshoe. And another little shaker. I love shakers, you guys. Can't tell. For April. In May, we have this pretty little project. Aw, thank you, Eliza. That's really sweet. And we have June. And we have July. Now, some of these on the back sides are nice because we're just using the pattern paper. A lot of these are just plain cardstock on the back. But on this January, you get the debossed side of these snowflakes. So that's kind of cool. So again, July, here's July. And then we have August. And it's plain on the back side. And, oops, where's my September? Here's my September, which is unbelievably clean for that project. We did watercoloring. No, you are not late to the party. Welcome, Pam. Yay, thank you for joining us. So September, and we have October, and we have November, and we have December. So what I'm going to share with you is that the beauty of this project that I did this year, these are all the same size. I did have some things that are kind of like popping up over the edge and out the sides, and that's perfectly fine. I kind of like going outside the box once in a while, but there's a purpose behind that. And one of the reasons is that this is an A2 card front, and it can actually be repurposed. And I'm going to talk about that tonight, and I'm actually going to take the December and I'm going to show you how we can repurpose this. But we will get to that here in a second. I'm going to talk about the different ways that we can repurpose. So I have my little cheat sheet here, and we're just going to kind of go down the list. And one of the things that you could do is you could trim it and you could reuse it for several years. So what I mean by that is, it was a lot of work to create these. And BetterPress, the Spellbinders BetterPress there's a 2026 calendar. So you could literally go through, ink up, and cover over the calendar portion with a 2026. And just keep using it until you're tired of covering it up. So that's one of the things that you could do. Some of these are tucked under things such as, I was looking at some of the ones that are tucked under. This one wouldn't be hard. Like most of these wouldn't be really hard at all. Now this one I have my butterflies tucked over the top, and these have stars that are tucked over the top. But you could go and you could die cut some more stars out, or when you're creating these in the future, be aware of that if you don't like that overlap. This is an easy one. You pull the twine off. You just basically, or just scoot your twine and tuck that under. This one does have some flowers, but you could probably lift that up, stick it back under. Easy peasy. This one you could cover. This one you could cover. And this one you could cover. This is another one that you might have to kind of go underneath to get underneath the trim. It might look a little bit different, but hey, it's worth a try. You could try it. Or you could just cover it and do something a little bit different for that cover up. It's much easier than redoing the whole project all over again. I mean, like, why not use these and why not enjoy them for a while, another whole year? There's nothing wrong with them. So the next thing that I might suggest is creating a gift card holder. And that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut my calendar, and I am going to create a gift card holder with the top portion of this calendar. You'll see, I'll do that here in a minute. And any of these could be a gift card holder. If you wanted to give the host of Thanksgiving a gift card as a thank you, you could cut this off. This is what we're gonna do. Put a little gift card on the back. And any of these you could do birthdays. You could put a gift card. You could create this for a birthday gift card holder. So that works. Let's see. You could repurpose these, and like I said, I created these A2 in mind. You could repurpose and pop this on a card front. And literally all you would need to do, like for this one, is just trim it off right here at the top of where the calendar is. And you could just pop it in the center of your card. Works. It would be kind of cute. Actually, a lot of these would look a little bit better if you were to do them on a landscape instead of the portrait. So there you go. Nice little projects for your cards. So be creative with them. You can use these and create a junk journal. just cut out your pieces and use them to put in a junk journal. That would be so fun. Or your calendars, your let's see, Lindy, help me. The calendars, what is it? What is it called? Help me with what you do. You do the, I'm trying to think. What kind of calendar is that called? You can put it in the comments. But any kind of calendar project that you might have, you could just basically cut it off, put it in there for the next year, whatever you wanted to do, those little, they're calendar planners, calendars, whatever you want to call those. But junk journaling works too. And this is what I actually thought would be a really cute and fun idea, is to take your bits and your pieces and put them on a ring. Or you could go through, some of these would be hard to do it on the edge, but you could actually, we have had them in stock. I'll post them in the comments after the live, but Trinity Stamps has come out with a die that you can actually add on to the edge, and the holes are punched out for you. So you could actually create a cute little mini album for the year and review. You could put pictures from that particular month and then journal the things that happened through the year. I just thought that would be fun too. And the last thing that I have here listed is that you could actually cut off, the portion that has the decorated part, and you could use some more patterned paper, and you could put it into a little frame, or you could put it into a shadow box. So there you go. And then you would have a little project that would get you through the whole year. So you could change it in and out for the seasons. So that would be kind of cute. You could have decor for all the months of the year. That'd be fun. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one of these projects. We're gonna do the gift card holder. And now I don't want anybody upset at me because I've used retired paper and we no longer carry it in the store because it's so pretty. And I know it's sad, but don't be upset. It was all I could find that would look kind of decent on the other side of this. So I am gonna use this Graphic 45. This has been a few years, 2023. Graphic 45 Letters to Santa paper. And I thought, how cute would it be if I pulled out one of these? This one would be really cute because it doesn't have a sentiment on the front. So I thought Merry Christmas would be the perfect one. But you could do anything you wanted to do. Like if you wanted Santa, you could put Santa on the back side. But I picked this because it kind of had a vintagey look and it had that cream color. It was carrying that cream theme from the front to the back. And so I'm going to go with this. It was the only thing I could really find that I thought would work really good. I guess I could have gone through some of my old honeybee papers, what I could have done. All right, so I'm going to trim this off. And this is just going to be as simple can be. And I am really just going to glue it on. I'm not going to fuss with it too much. Just pop it on the back. This is perfect for the back side of this. And just literally trimming that down. This piece measures, let's see, it's 4, perfect, by 2 and, let's see, it's a 1/16 of an inch, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11/16. Didn't know I was going to have to do math tonight. I have to do math almost every live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to the edge where I have this line here, which was where I picked up on the twine. And it'll at a 1/16 of an inch. So I'm just gonna cut it there because that's where it naturally looks like it's gonna cut just fine. I could have cut it underneath. Yeah, I could. I could cut it underneath there, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let it be. And I'm sad, yes, saying goodbye to my twin. And I know it's not even, December's not even over and I didn't hardly get to enjoy it. That's why I was like, I don't know about this. But I could put my twine there. So that was one of the possibilities. So I'm just literally lining this piece up right here. And I'm gonna use my glue. And I'm just gonna put glue on the edges and not at the top. And I'm gonna show you how a gift card would fit right into there. I mean, we could do this. Oh my goodness, this would be cute too. Either one. But you could write a message. I thought this would be perfect to write a message on. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay with that idea. My greens don't match perfectly, but it's the back side. Nobody can hold it up to it. It's close enough, right? All right. Oh, we gotta go one more time. Let's go. There we go. So just the sides and the bottom. And if you wanted to, you could punch a little circle, and my circle punch is over there, so I'm just gonna kind of let that be. So it is nice and framed back here. Works perfect. Super pretty. Do I need to move a little? Yeah. Look at that. Well, now it's where I want it to be. And then I could take my twine and slide it back on. To the front. Because I can. And one of the things that I had thought, I really kind of thought maybe it would be a cute little year in review album, and that was really what I thought would be fun for this, which I might end up doing anyway. I can still use this. This is a pocket. I can make a pocket out of this. Well, you guys, if I could get my act together. Maybe I could get my act together. Where's it gonna go? There we go. I'm gonna go one more time. You know what? We're just gonna undo it. I thought I could slide it back on, but that's not happening. Do you guys ever swim in twine like this? Like get your left thumbs all twisted up. All right. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to bring that around, and then I'm going to, oops, see, I have another knot. Because I really went loop-de-loo with it. That's why. There we go. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Here we go, loop-de-la. Y'all, I am thinking this may not. I should have left it. That's what I should have done. Look at this. Okay, we've got enough space underneath there. I can tuck that. So here we go. I think I can do this. the little engine that could. And that's what I'm gonna say. I think I can. I'm gonna knot it first. Here we go. Sorry guys, I was out of camera. I'm gonna knot it. There we go. I did it. See? No frets, no frets. The swimming in tangled tree lights. Oh gosh. Oh my word. Yes. 100%. Yeah, bring on the twine instead of the tangled tree lights. I mean, and then all the ones that don't work and you're trying to figure out which one's not working. Oh word. That's the worst. That's the worst. We've actually been through that here in the shop. Okay, so that's gonna need a little TLC to make it look a little bit nicer. But you could actually turn it to where, there we go, that's a little better. Turn it to the other side if you wanted to. I'm gonna kind of bring this down a little. You could actually turn it to the other side and make the other side look a little bit nicer if you wanted to. That's kind of cute. Right there at the bottom. And then it looks cute on both sides. So you could tie it on the other side. Okay, but we're gonna focus on this. Now, I am gonna show you, I have this Starbucks gift card, how this works with the gift card. And all you have to do is just pop that in and literally, like, your recipient will know there's something on the other side. So you just let that peek up over the top. And how nice is that? How fun, perfect. Create a little gift card holder. Any of these months will work for a gift card holder too, like birthdays. And how nice, because now it has a purpose. It's been given to someone. So now they can enjoy it. So anyway, I really have enjoyed this project this year. I haven't given it much thought as to whether or not I'll do another project for next year. That's still kind of, I don't know that I'll do a calendar project, but I did like the idea of this, a similar type of thing once a month at the, it was at the end of the month because we were creating for the next month, but perhaps maybe choosing one of the days of the month to, or yeah, one of the Thursday nights of the month to do a project. So is there anything that you guys might have in mind that we could do once a month, like a, let's see, for example, we could come up with, it's the first Thursday of every month, we would do a coloring project, or we could do a stencil. It would be a stencil project, where that's kind of like the focus of the project, basically, how to use stencils as a background, or coloring, just coloring tips, whatever it is. So if you guys have any ideas, you can pop them in the comments, or email me, Donna Mac at purplepinkypromises.com. And I would be happy to hear your ideas on what you would like to see for 2026, on what kind of projects you would like, and like a reoccurring monthly project. Decoupage and Advent. Oh, Pam. Actually, Pam, that is something that we had a discussion about here in the shop. We did a very detailed Advent calendar class in November. It was a big project, and there was no way you could get it done in one day. So we did discuss the possibility of having an Advent calendar class, where you would actually do a couple of pages each month or 3, and maybe start it later on in the year. But that actually is something that we talked about doing a class on. So that's an interesting thought, a very interesting thought, a perpetual type of thing. That's cool. Decoupage is a cool thing. All the things that you can decoupage with. Vintage. That's my girl. Yeah, a vintage project every month. That's interesting. I like that. I like that, you guys. This is nice. Well, I'm taking note of it. Any other ideas? Anybody else here have another idea? If you're catching the replay, put your thoughts in the comments, and I will definitely consider. And if we get a lot of really cool ideas, perhaps maybe we'll get enough to do each of them once a month. Who knows? We'll see. But I like it. I like the idea of the vintage night. That would kind of be neat, because then, so like in January, you're creating projects for Valentine's Day. So you would pick a vintage Valentine's Day project. And then in, ATC. Oh, yes. These are great, you guys. Great ideas. I like these. So I'm thinking that perhaps maybe the vintage idea was like, that's really cool, because I'm thinking that with a vintage, you're looking ahead at the next month and what you're creating for the next month. And like, we're looking at vintage for Valentine's Day, vintage for St. Patrick's Day. And then you could do an Easter, you could do a vintage Mother's Day, you could do a vintage Father's Day, you could do vintage 4th of July. I mean, on and on and on and on it would go. So that's really cool. I like that idea, and I love the ATs. I love all of these. The Advent calendar, decoupage. We could do a decoupage in that same type of manner. So these are great. I love it. You guys got my wheels turning. Okay. Well, thanks, you guys. It was really fun creating with you throughout the year. So just a reminder, Christmas is next Thursday. We won't be live. And then the following Thursday is actually New Year's Day. And we will be having a New Year's Day crop. So we won't be here. And it won't be until January that I see you guys again. So that means it would be January the 8th. That will be our first live in the year. And I'll be back to make the announcement of what we'll be doing in 2026, what type of project we will take on monthly. I loved doing this, because then I knew every last Thursday of the month what I was having to do. And it was great. It kind of was planned out for me in a sense. I didn't have to come up with something other than how I was going to decorate the calendar. So fantastic. Loved it. It was great. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And I think this would be, you guys have thrown out some really great ideas and given me plenty to think about. So, all right, guys. Thanks, and have a blessed and Merry Christmas and a wonderful Happy New Year. Take care, you guys. Thank you, Pam. Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.